Wednesday. I'm so glad you're with us again today. Did you watch Monday's video? I hope you did. Did you hear some of our fun friends in the Monday video? Hopefully, Alex, maybe you heard some of your friends' names. Chapel. I know Kennedy and Coleman watched. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's sit down. Here we go. My friends, I hope you had time to get all your things together. Are you ready to start? Let's start. Who knows what today is? Do you know, Gus? How about you, Tegan? Bird, do you know? It's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2020. It's that big number again. Did you know that, Kennedy? How about you, Coleman? Good job, guys. Let's try to spell it out. Are you ready? You can try to write along, or you can just say the letters with Miss Metz. W, E, D, N, E, S, D, A, Y. Wednesday. Good job. April. A, P, R, I, L. Good job. Now let's do some numbers. 14. 1. That's an easy one, isn't it? Because it's just a straight up and down. And a 4. Good job, Aria. 2020. Here we go. 2, 0, 2, 0. That's it. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2020. Who remembers what Miss Metz said at the very bottom of our board, what all those letters put together say? Who remembers? Evergreen Christian Preschool. Good job, you're right. You're a little smarty. Good job. I'm going to leave this up for a minute. If you're writing at home, and I hope you are, I'll leave this here for a moment before we move on to circle time. Good job, guys. I hope you're all ready to keep on with circle time. Now we're going to sing our days of the week. I saw some of you, Bird, I love the video of your family singing the days of the week. That's the one we're going to do again right now, okay? So remember, if you can snap, try to snap. If you can't snap, we'll clap. Are you ready? Here we go. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Good job. You guys are getting good at that. Now let's do our months of the year, okay? Now remember, we start with January, and then we get to make that really funny thing at the end. I think maybe Crawford, you may have learned this one when you were in pre-K. Here we go. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. It's kind of fun to do that at the end, isn't it? Sometimes it's fun to end on a silly note. Can you put your hands up like this? Go ahead and try. Kennedy, Coleman, put your hands up. Tegan, Gus, ready? Lucy, Kate, how about you? Year. Good job. Wonderful. So you remember from last Monday, we were talking about spring. We're still going to talk about some things that happen in spring. I still have some of my helpers. I still have my big frog, and he's holding the book that we might read today later on. And then we have a new letter. Do you remember what letter we talked about on Monday? How about you, Marley? Do you remember? Camilla, were you watching? Do you remember? Evan? We talked about the letter S because spring starts with the letter S. Today we're going to have a different letter, and I'm going to talk about the letter of the week. Plus, we're going to start our science experiment, and I'm going to kind of show you what happens with that. Hopefully, if you had time to get materials and Mom and Dad could get that for you, we'll do that. Right now, before we get started and talk about the letter of the week, let's talk about some shapes. So I know when we're at school, we talk about shapes, and that's part of our circle time. So I'm going to see if you guys, I'm going to hold up some shapes, and then I want you to see all of you can try these. Everybody from Camilla and Fallon in the monkey room. Prince, how about you? Are you watching? Nolan, if Miss Amber's helping you, you can try to do these too. Okay? I'm going to hold up a shape and let's see if you can guess what this shape is. Can you see it? What's that shape? It's a square, you're right. Smart, smart. How about this one? It's not a square, but has long sides and then short sides. You're right, it is a rectangle. Good job, guys. Chapel, how about you try this one? Chapel, what is that? You're right, it's a triangle. Kennedy Coleman, did you get that too? I bet you did. How about you, Bo? Uh-oh, here's in one. Let's see. Let's see if my monkeys can get this. If you're a monkey, what is that? Nolan, do you know what that is? It's a circle. Good job. The next ones might be a little harder. So if you are a wise owl, so that's Evan. How about you? How about Owen? Both my Owens. Can you try to guess what this is? We might count the sides so you can tell. Can you see? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What has 8 sides? Think about it. An octagon. Ooh, you're so smart. Let's try this one. What do you think that might be? How about you, Claire Michaels? What is that? Do you know? It's not a banana. If you guessed banana, you guessed wrong. It's called a crescent. Yeah, a crescent. Good job. Now how about this one? Let's count the sides again because I don't want you to get confused with the other one. Claire Page, maybe Braden can help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? It's a hexagon. Yeah, a hexagon. Good job, guys. Here's one last one. Let's see if we can get this one. Tricia, if you're out there watching, and I hope you are, let's see if you can get this. Maybe Sister can help you. Ellen, maybe Cropper can help you. What is that? If I hold it this way, you might not be able to tell what it is. I'll tell you what, you stay out my busy bees because this shape is called a cone. And in my busy bee room, when I was in there, we would turn it this way because guess what you put in a cone? Ice cream. That's a good way to help remember that. A cone, because you put ice cream in it. That's a cone. Good job, guys. Now, just a quick refresher, I'm going to pull out the flashcards that we used last week for our letter, what was it? S. That's right. Let's take a look. How about you, Alex Hardesty? Can you look and see what these are? Do you remember? Because we're going to talk about this one today. Seeds. Good job. Did you remember? Or this one. That's another S word. Do you know what it is? Spoon. Good job. This one, which I wish would come out now because Miss Met's ducks and chicks need some more of this. Do you know what that is? Sun. I wish the sun would come out. Is it cold at your house? It's cold at my house right now. I like the sun. And remember that one? That was the big important one that Miss Kim talked about. Washing our hands. Where do we wash our hands? And do you remember? Did you watch? That's right, the sink. Good job. Those are all the things that we talked about on Monday. Those are some of our S words. Did you guys look around your house to find more S words? I hope so. There's probably lots more. Some of the names might start with S. You might have a sister. I hope you had fun. I hope you looked around. I'm going to bring out our new letter for this week. If you're looking at the background, you may have seen it. It's back there on our whiteboard. So give me just a minute and I'll bring out the new board and the new letter of the week. Hey friends, can you guess what our letter of the week is today? Can you see it? Should Miss Metz get it closer? Who can guess what our letter of the week is today? If you guessed F, you're right. Good job. Our letter of the week today is F. F, big F, little f. Do you want to try writing that at home? Can you make a big F and a little f? How about what sound does an F make? Some of our flashcards are going to help us with that. So I'm going to put the board down and then we're going to do our flashcards and we'll look at what these are. And that way maybe you can also try to write those. Okay friends, are you ready for the F flashcards? Are you ready, Maya? Here we go. Who knows, the picture might help. What is this F word? Did you guess frog? F-R-O-G. Frog. Yeah, frog starts with the letter F. How about this one? Who can guess what this one is? Tyler, do you know what this word is? It's flower. Good job. F-L-O-W-E-R. Flower. That's another F word. Here's one that last week, remember when we did the S word and we talked about our spoon because spoon starts with an S? This is something that starts with an F. Let's see, before I hold it up, let's see if you can guess. It starts with an F, so we know it makes the f sound. And it's something that helps us eat, just like a spoon helps us eat. But this starts with the f sound. Can you guess what that might be? Do you give up? Did you guess? Fork. Fork starts with the F. Yeah. Good job. Now, very last one is my most favorite word of all because it's something very special and it's something that all of you are. I didn't draw a picture. How many of you can guess what this spells? Did you guess friend? Because that's what it spells. It spells friend. F-R-I-E-N-D. That spells friend. And do you know that you and you and you and you and you, you're all Miss Met's friend? Yes, you are. Can you put your arms out like this, really wide, and wrap them around you like this? And then squeeze real hard? Oh, we just love our friends to pieces. We sure do. Because you and you and you and you, you're my friend. That's a really good F word, isn't it? Friend. Good job, guys. I think now, before we move on, we're going to get some wiggles out. You ready to get some wiggles out? Okay. Give me a minute, and I'll show you something that'll help us do that. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, it's Silas, and right now we're going to get our wiggles out. So behind the camera is my mom, and she's going to help us do the hokey pokey.
So guys, this is Miss Metz talking. Everybody needs to stand up and get ready, okay? So Gus, Chapel, Aria, Kennedy Coleman, Marley Metz, get on up. Let's go. Evan, Caroline, come on, Camilla Davila. Let's do the hokey pokey. Everybody stand up. Good job. Here we go. You put your right arm in, you put your right arm out, you put your right arm in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left arm in, you put your left arm out, you put your left arm in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. You put your left foot in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Whole body now, guys. Get ready to jump. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out. You put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Good job, guys. Give a big shake all over. Get those wiggles out. All right, now let's get back to work. Hey, guys. Did you get your wiggles out? I hope you did. Before we move on, I think next we'll go on to our science project, which is going to be our seed. But before we do that, I thought we might go back and revisit our last special word for our letter of the week, which was friend. So do you remember? Friend. F-R-I-E-N-D. Let's talk about that. Miss Metz said that you were all my friends because you still all are my friends. But being a friend can be a lot of different things. We can be a friend to one another. We can be a friend to you, Gus. We can be a friend to you, Claire Page, Claire Michaels. We can be friends. What else can we be friends to? Yes. We can be friends also to things that are outside. We can be a friend to nature. And that means, especially in the springtime, if you get to go out to your backyard, maybe you get to go to a park where you stay far away from everybody, but you're walking in a park, you can be a friend to nature. And nature is everything that's around us, especially in spring when things are blooming, flowers are coming up out of the ground. You might start to see bees buzzing around, and bees are helping us because bees help spread the pollen that the flowers grow, and then they help things grow. And we can be a friend to trees. So if you see a nice little tree growing, do you go over and kick that tree or pull the bark off that tree? No, we leave it alone. We can be a friend that way. We can be a friend to nature by being good like that. If you see trash on the ground, we don't, when we're walking outside, do we throw our trash on the ground right there in the grass and in the dirt and by the trees and the animals that are all out in nature? No, we could be a good friend that way. Pick up your trash, put it in a trash can. Put it in a bag and take it home until you have a trash can where you can't put it away. We also have a different way to be a friend. Miss Metz talked about on Monday, I showed you my baby chicks and I had my baby ducks, and I don't think I've showed you those yet, but I'm going to show you some pictures of my baby ducks and the chicks because I'm being a good friend to them. I take care of them the way that we take care of other animals. I also have my dogs that you guys heard a lot in that last video, Biggie and Pluto. You heard them because they're loud. And so I can be a friend to my dogs. They're my friends. They love me and I love them. How about you at home? Do you have dogs and pets at home? I know some of you do. I know Marley. Do you have Belle at home? Do you call her Belzy? Do you call her Bellaroni? Yeah, you've got Bad. Where is she right now? Maybe she's watching this with you. Maybe she is. I know Claire, did you just get a new puppy at home? Claire, I think you did. Did you name your puppy Gus? Is that after our friend from school? You named your puppy Gus? Good job, guys. If you have a puppy at home, I would love to know what the name is. But let's talk about your friends with your puppies and your animals, your dogs. Maybe you have kitty cats. Miss Metz can't have kitty cats because I'm allergic. They make me sneeze. Maybe you have a kitty cat at home. What's its name? What's your kitty cat's name? Yeah? It's a pretty cool name. I like it. Good job, guys. So right now, before we jump into our science project, I'm going to show you some different clips. Some of it's going to be pictures of Miss Met's animals and everything that I have out here at my house since we've been home and I've started getting all these animals. Then I'm going to show some other pictures if I can find some of you guys maybe with your animals or just some other people who are loving their pets, because pets can be our friends too. So we need to make sure we're taking care of everybody, people and pets, and outside, and nature, especially in spring. Okay? So let's watch this before we jump right back in, okay?
Nothing cuter than cute little puppies. Cute little puppies. Cute little puppies. Everybody loves these cute little puppies. Yeah. Cute little puppies. Cute little puppies.
Hey friends, did you like seeing those animals? All those pets that are our friends? I did. Did you like it, Lucy Kate? Lucy Kate, did you see Mimi's animals? Did you see Frank and Liz? Yeah, they're good animals, aren't they? They're good friends. Do you tell Frank to sit? Yes, I tell my puppers to sit all the time. Okay, let's jump in and talk about our science project for the week. So if you remember from Monday, we're going to try to grow a seed. Now, Kennedy and Coleman, this is very important. Your mommy told me that she actually did this with you guys at home. You put a seed in a bag to watch it grow, or you planted a seed. They did not grow as fast as what we saw on Monday, did they? No, they did not. Because what I showed you on Monday was something called a time lapse, and that means it was something they made it go really fast using a special thing on the video camera. So don't get disappointed if you don't see your seeds grow as fast as what we're going to do today. So I moved my boxes that I had usually behind me, but I'm going to use them so maybe you guys can see kind of what we're doing. And you know what my box says? The earth laughs and flowers. That's what it says. Can you see that? And it's springtime, and that's a very springy box. So anytime that you see flowers blooming, we know the earth is just laughing and having a good time, doing what it needs to do. Okay, this is my special bag. Again, we're talking about spring. What animal is on my bag? Is it an elephant? No. It's a cow? No, it's a frog. My frog bag has what we need to do our experiment with. So if mom and dad are with you, you can take a minute, you can pause the video, go get your stuff, but you're not going to need much. Let me show you what you're going to need. Miss Metz brought this upstairs. I'm upstairs at my house right now. I have this, which is a bowl of water. Just some water. You don't need much. We need our beans. How about that? Miss Metz is just using plain old large lima beans. And since I opened the whole bag, that means I'm going to have to make these now, huh? So we have our beans. We need a baggie. So just a baggie, something that you can just put our stuff in when we're done. We need a paper towel, because this is what we're going to put in this bowl of water. Let me move the water up here. This is what I'm gonna get my paper towel wet with. I'm gonna put it in that bowl with the water. I got 2, because I'm gonna make 2 bags. And we'll see which one grows faster. And then I have a marker, because I'm gonna write on the bag what today's date is. And then once we put our bags near the sunlight, we'll know that this is the day that we started growing our bean. And we know what the day is because we did that earlier. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2020. And that's what we'll use our marker to write on our bags with. If you don't have everything together right now, that's okay, because you can do it in a little bit. Like I said, Mom and Dad can pause this, you can go back. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get one of my lima beans. So it's just a normal bag of lima beans. And you don't have to pick out more than one. You can just do one at a time, that's great. I'm gonna put these back in my little bag over here, my frog bag. Can you see that? Maybe you can. I got 2 beans. Like I said, I'm doing 2. Just beans. You see those great big lima beans? Yep. I'm gonna set those up on there. Now I have my paper towels. I'm gonna dip one of them into my water bowl. So if you have a water bowl, that's great. If not, Mom and Dad will probably just take your napkin or take your paper towel to the sink and turn on the faucet. I don't have a sink where I am, but upstairs, but you probably have one wherever you are. So I'm gonna dip it in the water. I'm gonna wring out some of that water because I got it really wet. Then I'm gonna very carefully, I'm gonna open it like this. And then look, because it's like, I'm gonna fold it in half. Then I might fold it again. And then I'm gonna take my bean. I'm gonna put my bean right there. And then I'm gonna put it inside of the paper bag, the plastic bag that we talked about. So I'm gonna put it right there. I want my bean to be nice and right there on all the wet for the paper towel. Now I'm gonna fold it up or zip it up. Now, you won't be able to see Miss Metz write this, but this is where I'm gonna take the marker that we talked about and I'm gonna write today's date on this bag because I want to keep track so I'll know when I started to try to grow this little bean, okay? So I'm gonna write today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2020. So now I have my bean in the bag and I have today's date on there. You probably can't see it because it's a clear bag. You probably can't see it, but you know I just wrote it. Now let's do one more, okay? So I already have this one labeled with today's date, which again you probably can't see. So what do we do first? Do you have your bean? Do you have your paper towel? Somebody has to help get it wet. Which is, this is me in my bowl, getting it wet. I wring mine out just a little bit. Now I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna fold it back together. I'm gonna get my bean. I'm gonna put my bean right there on my paper towel. Then I'm gonna put it in my bag. Now remember, Miss Metz already labeled this bag, so it already says it's April 14th, 2020. Now for this next part, Mom and Dad are gonna have to do this part for you too, okay? So I have 2 beans. I'm gonna grow 2 beans and I'll try to take some pictures and show you kind of what happens over the next few weeks. And maybe we'll be back to school and I'll bring these beans to school and we can watch them grow from there because fingers crossed, we'll be back to school very, very soon. But the next thing you need to do, Mom and Dad, take it and you need to tape it on a window where you're gonna get a lot of sunlight. It could be on a kitchen window, it might be on a bedroom window. But if you tape that bag up to a window, it'll get the warmth from the sun and it will help it grow, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. And that's gonna be our science for today because we're talking about spring, we're watching things grow. I made 2 bags. You can make as many as you want. And that's going to be awesome. I'll be right back. Hi guys. We're going to talk about our 5 little speckled frogs. You know, because we talked about spring and we watched the tadpole grow on Monday. Well, now we're going to sing a little fun song. And you know what? My niece Lily and Silas helped me make these speckled frogs. Can you see my frogs? How many of them are there? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 little frogs. And what are they sitting on? Can you tell what this is? No, it's not a flower. It's a log. So we have 5 little speckled frogs sitting on a log. Are you ready? Let's sing a song about 5 little speckled frogs. Are you ready? We'll sing. 5 little speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 4 little speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 little speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 2 little speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 speckled frog. Ribbit, ribbit. 1 little speckled frog sitting on a hollow log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no speckled frogs. Good job, guys. Before we move on, let's take a minute. Say thanks to Silas and Lily. Let's say thanks to our froggy friends. Here they all are. I'll be right back. Hi, guys. It's Miss Metz, and there's Silas. You remember him from Monday's video. He's here to wrap things up and read our book for Wednesday. Wednesday's book is Green Wilma. He's going to read it, and I'm going to be right here, and we'll wrap things up when this book is over. I hope you guys have had fun on this Wednesday. I'm so glad you're back with us. Here we go.
Hi guys, thank you to my mom for introducing me right now. We're about to read this book, Green Wilma. Are you guys ready? So yeah, Green Wilma. One morning, Wilma woke up green, and much to her surprise, she sat up in her bed and croaked and started eating flies. Look at her. She washed, she dressed, she combed her hair, she quickly made her bed. See her there? She hopped down to the breakfast table. "Pass the bugs," she said. "Green children should not go to school," she heard her mother fuss. But out the window Wilma jumped and rode off to the bus. In class, Green Wilma tried, but simply could not keep her seat. In gym while playing dodgeball, Wilma never could be beat. Look at her there, she's jumping around like a frog. In art, the kids thought being green was absolutely great. But the teacher said the green must be from something that she ate. That teacher's hanging her upside down. At story time, poor Wilma felt so hungry she could cry. And then she saw on the teacher's nose a tasty little fly. Look at her, she's eating that fly right off her nose. She chased it around the room and up and down the halls. And through the lunchroom. That's the place that flies love best of all. The principal yelled, "Stop her! She should know we have a rule that children aren't allowed to munch on flies while they're at school." And he's chasing her down the hallway. Then out the door, green Wilma hopped into the hills beyond. And finally, she caught that fly up over Miller's pond. Gulp. Wilma landed in the water with a noisy splash. She met a very hungry fish. And woke up in a flash. Then she recalled the words they teach to every little frog. Do you guys know what those words were? When you dream, be careful that you don't fall off the log. And look at all these little frogs. They're all sitting on their log. They followed this rule.
Good job, Silas. Can we say thank you, Silas? Say thank you, Silas. Everybody clap. Clap your hands, Camilla. Marley. Hey, Bird. Give a good clap. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back up to wrap up today. Oh, look, and there's our little frog helper. We'll be right back to finish up our day, kiddos. Hi, friends. I hope you enjoyed that book. And I hope you enjoyed Wednesday's lesson. We talked about the letter F. We talked about friends and what it means to be a friend. We talked about some of our special furry friends and other animals that we have at home that we take care of, because those can be friends too. We did some shapes, which was really fun. You guys did a good job on the shapes. We also talked about our science projects. We put our little beans in our little bags. We're going to watch those grow. Remember, they won't grow fast, but we're going to keep tabs on them and we'll see. Have a great rest of your day. Miss Metz is going to see you on Friday and we'll have a lot more fun things to do. Okay? I'll see you Friday, guys.